Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, and I wanted to do something. I think I'm going to end up dubbing this Collector Talk, but it's a video that I've been wanting to do for some time, and I finally decided to do it. So, it is about a uh, part of collecting that personally I am understanding less and less as it goes along. I want to talk about pre ordering. So, there has been a lot of issues of pre-orders lately. I mean, for the last several years, some of the most recent things, and these are the most unique things, are some stores going out of business. It's no secret in the toy community at this point. The big one was Dorkside Toys. They've been around forever, and they shut down, and a lot of people lost out on money, and Dorkside's not going to get their figure, so therefore they're not going to get the figure they ordered from Dorkside, and Dorkside's out of money, so there's nothing to refund. And similarly, although on smaller scale, you have Old Republic Collectibles, who was a much smaller retailer, but they were being pushed pretty heavily by Yakface, so they had some pretty good marketing going for them. And just with all the stories I've been hearing about people talking about, oh, I put money down on something and now my money's gone and I'm not getting my thing, but then also just a lot of personal pre ordering experiences over the last several years, I kind of have to ask the question, why do we bother? I mean, let me drop a story that's probably going to apply to some of you guys. Entirely hypothetical, although there are facts mixed in. Let's think back to the day that Hasbro announced that really cool Black Series Clone Wars Darth Maul figure. And maybe you got unlucky and you ordered from Dorkside Toys or Old Republic Collectibles. Or let's say that you went with someone who's still in business. Let's say you went with a Big Bad Toy Store. Or maybe you ordered directly from Hasbro or your retailer of choice. And then you're sitting there and you're waiting, and it's months and months and months. And finally, you're getting really close to time for release. And then Zavi gets them in stock. And you're like, oh, damn, I've never heard of Zavi, or they're such a small retailer. Since when do they carry Black Series? And they're just in stock to order. And you're like, do I cancel my pre order and order from Zavi, or do I hold out? Now you hold out. Maybe your pre order doesn't come in wherever you've pre ordered for months after Zavi just has it in the warehouse ready to ship right now. That's where I was at, except I didn't pre order from anyone. I just waited until I heard an in stock report and I ordered Darth Maul. I didn't have to worry about canceling pre orders. And that's kind of where I've been on a lot of things lately. I I don't think that the common Black Series figure really requires a pre order. I mean, they are so mass produced. It's not like any of these are a limited run. Now, obviously, it's a different story when we're talking about convention exclusives. It's not even so much a story with store exclusives, and I'll get there in a minute too. But, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I haven't really pre ordered anything in some time, and I've gotten everything I've wanted and there's been no wait. There's been no difficulty in it. You have to keep an eye out. You have to basically follow Yakface and be on some Black Series collector groups on Facebook, and maybe have some friends that collect. That if they hear something, will text you. But I just remember one day I opened Facebook, and on a Black Series collector page, it was, hey, Maul is in stock on Zavi. And I was like, okay. And I went and I ordered Maul. And then you've got all these people that have been sitting on pre orders for 6, 8 months, and I just ordered it. And there's no need. There's no set release date. It's not like a new Blu-ray or a video game or a console release. There's not a movie in theaters. It's not, all right, uh, February 1st, it's going to be available everywhere across the board right now. No, Hasbro's going to send a pallet to one store, and then the next pallet's going to go to another store. And if you've ordered from store number 4, you're going to see 3 other stores get it before your pre order is even potentially going to get fulfilled. If you are pre-ordered from anyone, right now Amazon has been getting this wave in stock and shipping. So now do you cancel from wherever you've pre-ordered from and hop over to Amazon and order? I mean, there's no huge requirement to pre-order. I will say, like I said, in a convention exclusive, something in limited numbers, yeah, get your pre-order in, lock yourself down. Another thing, just another recurring story that I always hear is like your Walmart and your Target exclusives, where it'll go up for pre-order 6 months before the store's going to get it. And then one day after a few months, you hit some timeout thing on Target where they're going to send you an email at 3 a.m. saying, do you still want your pre-order? And if you don't click yes within an hour of getting that 3 a.m. email, you wake up at 6, 7 in the morning like you normally would, and your pre-order's been canceled for no reason. And you always hear these stories of people getting upset about that, which would suck in that situation. But the thing is why are you bothering pre-ordering? Because the day they ship the pre-orders, they just go in stock on the website to order anyway. You locked yours in, but you can still just go order it. It's not a case of Target orders it's not a case of, there are 8,007 total pre-ordered via Target, so they're only going to get 8,007 from Hasbro. They're going to get a mass assortment, and a chunk of them are pre-ordered. And then there's extras, that are going to go to stores and be stocked on the shelf or just be available to order on the website. And end of the day, they're going to have the same amount that they were going to have if they lock in a pre-order or not. So why are we committing to these? These are I don't mean to knock anyone's hobby. This is very much my hobby, but these are mass-produced plastic action figures. It's not some extremely high dollar, limited run. They made a billion Darth Maul Black Series figures, and if every collector right now in the world who wanted it was able to get their hands on it, there would still be extras. There's this mad scramble every time a figure gets announced, and everyone has to go and run and pre-order, and I don't get it. I don't bother with the hassle anymore. Why would you put yourself through it? Because, especially your store exclusives, 9 times out of 10 you just hear about, it got canceled on me in the middle of the night. Just out of nowhere, Walmart's starting to ship some pre-orders for the store exclusives, but they're also canceling just as many. And it's also in stock just to order on the website at the same time. And so it's almost, with the store exclusives, like you're giving yourself a worse experience by pre-ordering. But even with your mass, mainline figures, like, they're going to be available everywhere. There's going to come a point in a month where you can go on Walmart.com and Amazon and every, collectible site, your big bad toy store, any one of your smaller retailers, and they're just going to have them all in stock. And it's not going to mean anything that you pre-ordered because everyone else is going to be getting the figure too. So, I don't know. It's something I've kind of wanted to talk about for a bit. I just don't think that it's that serious. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big collector. I get most everything Black Series they do. But even as a near completionist, someone who's finally broken that mindset and is starting to cherry pick, everything that I want, I've been able to get through some retailer for retail, plus shipping typically. But it's not been hard. You just have to wait for it to actually be here and then order it. It's not, there's 10,000 collectors out there and they've only made 8,000 malls, so lock yours in or else. Like, no, there's always excess. And so that's kind of where I'm at, and I'm just curious what your experiences are. I kind of wanted to do this collector talk discussion type video and, just see how things have been. And I won't say there's never been a weird situation before, where maybe something shows up and is gone so quick, and figures that are of high value right now typically were even readily available at their time of release. I think back to, people are going crazy for Bad Batch, Hunter, and Crosshair, but they were all over the place when they were available 2 years ago. So, and, they should be reissued, absolutely, because there's new collectors. But at the time of their release, they were readily available, and so has everything. Just sometimes certain characters end up getting a higher value. So, anyway, I've rambled on for nearly 10 minutes, and I'm going to go just past. But I'm going to wrap it here. I don't know. I just want to put my opinion out there. Opinions are like buttholes, and everyone has one, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to tell you about it. So, I don't know. Personally, pre ordering, not a thing I do. With the exception of a convention exclusive, should there be, one of those that I would personally like to get. So that's kind of my stance on it. But, fire off down below. I mean, like, where do you guys stand? I mean, does pre-ordering give you anxiety almost? Because, like, I feel it would give me anxiety, and it would like bug me if I went and ordered from Big Bad Toy Store, and then Amazon got it in stock 2 months before Big Bad Toy Store. Like, why even like commit? Why commit to that? Like, I want my figure as early as possible, so I'm gonna wait and order it from the first person who has it in stock. That's my collecting style. I guess it doesn't guarantee you a figure, but the way that things go, like I was saying, pre-ordering doesn't guarantee you a figure either. So, I guess talk your methodology and collecting below. I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. It means a lot that you did. If you enjoyed, you should leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that end of video stuff. I will catch you next time. Until then, bye.